what's up, world? It's your boy Fluxco here, and right now we're about to announce the winner of the show.
Hello from Turkmenistan.
Yeah, we're about to announce the winner. Watch this, it's gonna get crazy.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tambov.
Right there, man.
Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy Philco here, and today I'm going to speak a little bit about my night with 300 blacks in Russia. 300 niggas, 300 blacks in Russia. Now, the clip you just saw was me on stage of a pageant, and I was one of the judges. There were 4 judges. There was me, there was a blonde Russian girl, there was some translator guy, and then there was some girl from like south of Russia, and me, one black person. So we were announcing the winner, whatever, and he was a guy from the Congo, and the Congo people are crazy. They're loud, they cheer, they're very supportive, and their guy won. Their guy won. So I guess let me talk about my day yesterday, starting from when I got there all the way until the end of the day, and then I'll give my thoughts on things about blacks in Russia, especially here in Tambov. Some good things about it, some bad things about it, but it's things that you all need to listen to. Well, the day started, me and my homie Shizzle, the black guy, whose brother and his brother's friends were shot by skinheads in the center of St. Petersburg a week ago. And, I found out who he was, contacted him. Now, I'm helping him do things because, I may not be African. But I can help Africans. It's funny because at least 3 Africans last night were like, "You're not even African. How the fuck did you find this guy and do these things?" I'm like, "Because I do it. That's what I do. I'm very helpful." So anyway, I'm supposed to be a celebrity judge, and so they call me down. I get there. One girl comes to visit me from another city. She's very funny, very cute, and she comes to visit me from another city to hang out for a little bit. But oh my God, let me tell y'all, black people time is international. I thought it was an African American thing. What? The Africans were mad late. Everything started mad late. Everything started mad late. In Russia, the black people have a thing, they say, African time. That means Africans are late. And I'm like, why do y'all say that, man? It's black people time. All black people are late and stuff like that. And they're like, no, Africans are worse. If black Americans are an hour late, Africans are 2 hours late. And they were right. The show started mad late. I was like, holy shit. I'm sitting there with my bottle of bubbly. They gave me some champagne and stuff because I was complaining that I won't have alcohol. But luckily, I didn't drink the alcohol. And I'll tell you why I didn't drink it, and why I'm happy I didn't drink it by what happened at the end of the pageant. And so things, I guess, finally get rolling. But before things got rolling, I didn't realize how many Africans watch my videos on this channel. I thought they were all probably watching the Learn English shit. They're watching this channel. I cannot believe how many Africans in there knew me, were talking to me about this channel. I was mind blown. You know what I mean? I was just blown away. But another thing that's kind of funny about Africans, man, the way they say nigga is hilarious. I understand. First of all, saying nigga like that is not their culture at all. So when they say it, it sounds a little off. But they stress it, So it's like, hey, this is my nigga over here. This is my favorite nigga. They kind of stress it, and it sounds a little funny. Not like I'm trying to make fun of them too much, but it just sounds a little funny, Whenever I hear it, it's like, in America, we don't stress it that much at all. It's like, my niggas over there chilling. I'm chilling with my niggas right now. But over here, they say nigga, like really hard. It's like, I don't know how I take that, And as I was there, I met another guy named Phil Jones. He's a black guy. His name's Phil Jones, just like me. My real name is Philip Jones. He's Phil Jones. He's really cool, nice guy. He did a performance. He was rapping and stuff. There was this one real brolic, strong African guy. I was like, where the fuck are you when I go out at night? You know, I took some pictures with him. He had on a YMCMB hat. Whatever it's called, I don't know. The Lil Wayne thing. I forgot how to call it. And a lot of black girls, a lot of booty. And a lot of black girls and some damn good-looking black women that I never thought I'd see in Russia. But wow, this one, I mean, yeah, it was crazy. You know, I'm not gonna lie. It's something I probably would never say, and Russian girls might get mad at me. But there were some black women in there that I remember looking at, saying, "Wow, if she wanted to go out sometime, I'd do it." You know, this is the first time I've said that. I don't know, maybe because I haven't been around black girls and on so long, it made me say that, but there's some really good-looking black girls. Now, we all know I'm a white girl fan, but last night, I don't know. That was different. You know, there were Indian girls there. You had girls from, like, Asia and Middle East, and, it was just beautiful. It was very, very beautiful, you know. And I met this one guy. He's a black and white guy. I think his name is... No, I don't want to give any names, because, you know, everyone watching, I don't want to make them uncomfortable, put them on the spot. So if you were there, you know who I'm talking about. But if not, you don't really need to know their names. He's from some country in Africa, whatnot, and he's black and white. You know, he's obviously the most popular guy. He was obviously the most popular guy the whole contest. You know, he's good looking, he's tall, he's smart, and all that stuff. But I'm gonna get to why he didn't win in this video as well. Okay, so let's get to it. So we're sitting there, people are performing, doing their things. You know, we had 5 sections. We had night fashion. We had flag waving. We didn't include flag waving. We ignored flag waving. So it was just night. It was doctor wear, because they're all studying to be doctors. So you had night wear, doctor wear, casual wear, and then you had talent. Okay, those are the 4 we really based this on. If there's another one I'm missing, I apologize. But those are the 4 I remember basing it on. Now, talent. You know, the best of the talent show was the girl from Turkmenistan, whatever it's called. This girl did the belly dance. She was so cute. She was so cute, and she did the belly dancing extremely well. Like, she got a 10 from everybody on that shit. Everybody. It was amazing. I wish I filmed it, but it was amazing. Oh my God, she did a really good job. The small, short girl, cute, but she did a really good job. Now, fast forward past the fashion show. It's over. We announced the winners. You know, Congo, their boy won, and Turkmenistan, their girl won, and the popular black and white guy was 3rd place out of 7 guys. He was 3rd place. So it's over. Me and the judges have a hard time judging whatever. So a lot of people are taking pictures with me. So everyone is on this. Mostly everyone from the audience is on the stage now. So I decided to go to the stage and, you know, see what's up with people and take some pictures with the winners or whatever. As soon as I get up there, man, I get like surrounded by all the black people. Like, I think it was the Congo people who complained, like, why did our woman not win? I'm like, who, her? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, she got 3rd place. You know, she got somewhere. And they're like, she's beautiful. She only did, and they were seriously mad. And they're like, she's beautiful. She only deserves 1st place. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, dude, you can't be. I was so in shock. I was like, dude, you can't be serious right now. And they're like, yes. I'm like, first of all, I'm one judge. There was 4 of us. My judging is only going to go as far as 25% of affecting the actual outcome. There were other 3 judges there. I'm the only black one. And I remember I gave her really high marks for her nightwear. But I shouldn't even have to explain this. That's not how this should work. You know what I mean? But just saying. So, you know, a lot of people were approaching me like, why? And these are the same people who their boy won. He was the king. He won. The Congo guy won. But they are yelling at me. Well, I wouldn't say they were yelling. But they were upset with me because their girl didn't win too. And I was just like, come on, people. We can't be that selfish. You know, everyone knows, a lot of people say in America that black people are way too emotional rather than logical, and that is an example. We can't be like that. You know what I mean? You can't be like that. And they were upset with me when I'm the one black judge. They're upset with me because only one black girl got it, and the girls before her weren't black. They were Turkmenistanian, and the other one was Indian. Well, a black girl didn't win last year either. I wasn't here. You know, Indian girl won last year. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't be surprised if the women are the women who win this are really black. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, that's just kind of how it is. You don't look at how the people in the audience feel. It's the judges. And I'm pretty sure they don't always have a majority of black judges. You're not going to have that. It's Russia. Even when you're together and stuff, you're still not going to have it. You're still in Russia. And Russians have different opinions on things, and that's it. You gotta respect it, or give your own pageant, make your own judges, and use your own people. That would be different. But this is Russia. Remind us that this was Russia. Russians were coming in, threatening to cut off the lights if we didn't leave by a certain time. It's Russia. It is still Russia. And the reason why the dude came in third place, the black and white kid, was everything he did was great. His business attire was alright. He lost with the business attire. There was some black like model guy who was just like killing it with the business attire. I was like, alright, this dude got it. You know, he knows how to walk and all that stuff. So he kind of lost with that. But what he really lost was on his talent. On the talent portion, first of all, he came out with 2 girls with him. You can't really do that on the talent show. It gotta just be you. You know, one girl took my attention. I was like, that's not good. She got a big ass. I'm looking at her instead of looking at him. It's not good. But he gave a presentation about how Africa's being raped and how they take the people, they're using Africa for diamonds and stuff, and he needs to basically be the king of Africa to stop this. You know, that was his thing. It was pretty cool. But dog, you're in Russia. I'm not going to give any names, but some judges or judge were offended. Was very offended and said specifically that was propaganda. You know, I don't like it. That was propaganda. That's the only reason this guy didn't just win. Because even though he didn't do so great with the nightwear, he would have won by a lot. Just that one thing, you know, that's 1/4 of what, that's 1/4 of how we know if you win or not. And so instead of having like 100%, he only had 75%. You know, that really killed it. A few people or maybe one were really offended by that propaganda, as they call it. Him showing the slaves and all this stuff, like they didn't like that. You know, this is Russia still. You know, Russia's not the place to be like, oh, we feel sorry for you. Russia's the place like, hey, we had nothing to do with it. That's your business. Don't try to make us feel or look bad here in Russia. You're not going to win. It's Russia, man. Like, I kept trying to explain that to these people. Like, you can't, and I'm going to explain this more at the end, but it's Russia, man. You can't get too comfortable. You got to remember where you are, and that was a reminder of where you are. You know what I mean? And I'm not complaining saying Russia's bad. It's Russia, you know? So, that goes on, and so we decided to go out, hang out, whatever, a little bit. And, you know, a lot of Africans know me. You know, we spoke about things, and here's where things got interesting. We decided to leave the center and we decided to go to some bar called Pilot or something. I didn't even get in the bar. Let me tell you what happened. I was with my homie Chisel, and he was like, these guys are wild, you know? And this is why a lot of us don't come out at night. And I'm like, oh, let me see what's up. You know, I figured black people in Russia behave generally because it's good to behave in another person's country. So I go there, and the first thing I realize is that there's one guy there. You know, he's a very serious guy. You know, he's kind of checking me, but I respect that. Because I don't think I'm some king. Everyone deserves to be respected. But I was tired as fuck. I would have loved to look like I had energy, but I was so fucking tired. So what happened was, I approached him, he was like, yeah, so, you know, I heard about you. Where are you from? I'm like, I'm from New York. He's like, oh, yeah, you know, that's interesting. You hang around a lot with my cousin, you know, Chisel. So I want to make sure you're this and that, you know, blah, blah, blah. What are you doing here? How long are you going to be? Just kind of give me a G check. You know, and I answer all his questions. I let him know, yeah, you know, I'm here to stay, blah, blah, blah. Then we were cool. We shook hands, then we were cool. Like, if you didn't know that we were both black, if you looked at us, you would probably thought we were about to fight. That's what it looked like. But he was just G-checking, and I told him who I was. He agreed, he liked, and that was it. So as I'm standing there, 2 more guys come up to me, and they're like, one guy goes, are you from QB? And I'm like, yeah, I lived in Queensbridge Projects before I came here. He got like real excited. But at the same time, while some other guy was trying to talk to me, the guy who asked me about QB got mad at the other guy for trying to talk to me because they both wanted to talk to me, but they both couldn't talk to me at the same time. They start yelling, screaming, damn near got into a fist fight over who could talk to me. Well, not just that, I think the one drunk guy said something to the guy who likes Nas. He said something to him like, you're here, the government's paying for you. Something like that. He brought in money, he brought in the government when he was yelling at him in English. And then the dude went off in African, what language he went off, they're about to go at it. Then out of nowhere, some dude in a red scarf grabs the dude who G-checked me behind, and like he was like kind of full Nelson in him or some shit for no reason. And like this is all outside and police is riding by and everything, and people yelling, screaming, and I'm like, all right, this is not cool. You know what I mean? That's the first thing I realized, like, wow, Chisel was right. While this was happening, I was by myself. All my people left because they didn't want to be around these guys. And we were outside. They didn't want to be around these guys. They left. And I see why they left. Because me just standing there, I'm watching thinking, this isn't cool. What can I do? What should I do? You know? And of course, they were asking me about, you know, what am I doing with Chisel and this and that. And I'm like, because, you know, I'm the one who I get shit done out here. I may not be African, but I get shit done. You know, Chisel understands what I mean. You know, I'm going to make sure he gets the help. When I go to Moscow, I'm going to see the ambassador's son. I'm going to see, hopefully, the ambassador himself. You know what I mean? If I can. You know, I'm the one giving these contacts out. You know, because of me, the embassy is, they're contacted. We have the people, and things are going to get moving on. Now, I'm not trying to say I'm cocky, I'm cool, but it's literally because of fucking me, the American black dude who supposedly just in Russia for girls and don't care about anyone else. That's absolute bullshit. You know, I saw this dude's article that it got shot, found and contacted his brother within 24 hours. And got him gave the contacts of the diplomat's son within 24 hours. So all that happened within 48 hours. I got them what they needed. Now he'll be able to afford to go see his brother. Not only that, his brother's voice will be heard once he clears up a little bit. So right now he's all lumpy. We kind of want to show him like that too much. We have the pictures of him after he got shot, which is good enough, but we want him to talk, you know, look okay, look a little better, and speak thoroughly without all this injuries and shit on his face. Like, we're waiting a little bit. And so now just to the general picture of blacks in Tambov. Now, first of all, there's a lot of blacks everywhere in Russia if you consider the universities. There's a lot. But I'm a little scared that Tambov is going to become a black ghetto one day. And let me explain why I think so and why that scares me so much. A lot of black people, America, Africa, whatever, we're too emotional. You know, way too emotional. Like, I've heard comments and stuff, like, because the DJ was doing bad, and some dudes were like, yo, let's go beat up the DJ. I'm like, yo, are you fucking... And these things piss me off when I hear stupid shit like that. I'm like, are you fucking serious? You're gonna go beat up the DJ because he did a bad job? Do you know where you are? It's like, people forget where they are when they get into big groups. They get too comfortable, especially when they're around their own people. Not me, but a lot of Africans do. And a lot of other kind of people do too. Like, that's what they say about the Chechens in Moscow. When they get together in groups, they do whatever the hell they want because they get too comfortable. Blacks should not be like that at all. Let me tell you why. Out of all the other minorities, blacks, we stand out the most. We stand out by far the most. We're the easiest to identify. I mean, not like which country you're from, but we're the easiest to identify. Oh, they're black, they're black, they're black. We're naturally, just in the eyes of people, the most hated. Not even just because of what we do. Like, we're hated a lot just because people don't like the way we look and they don't like that we're in their country. So maybe they're like, Chechens, we don't like them because they do this. Blacks, we don't like them because they are that. You understand? Just from what we are. And we have to remember that because maybe Tambov got all these black people who's ready to go at any moment. But if you go around and you beat up a Russian or whatever he was, DJ, because you didn't like him, when you beat that dude's ass, yeah, you guys are safe. You guys are cool because there's a lot of you. There's like 300 of us. You know, but what about the blacks in the other towns? Let me give you an example. When Chisel's brother got shot and those other two black kids got shot in the center of Moscow, do you know what was on the news 2 or 3 days before that? The African students stealing wine. There's a humongous story with African students stealing wine on YouTube, on the internet. 2 or 3 days later, those Africans get shot. Is that just coincidence? Could be. Or did one make the other happen? Do you see what I mean? When you fuck around, you do stupid shit, one, you give rise to nationalism. You give reasons for it. When you're not being loud, but when you want to be violent, when you want to yell at girls on a rollerblade. Like, we were in a group and I was with this one dude, you know, and this like white girl, she looked kind of young, she's probably like 15 or something. She was on rollerblades and she was going to rollerblade past us, and one dude was about to scream something. I said, don't fucking do that. You know, like, don't do that. Don't you dare do that. Like, come on, man. Are you serious? It's just some people get a little too comfortable, man. I care about these people so fucking much. And I'm going to prove it with what I do with this with the Zambian student who was shot. You know, this time I'm going to get my name out there, and I'm going to show that I'm here. If you need something, contact me. You know, and I know this Zambian embassy isn't powerful enough, but we got to do what we can do. You know what I mean? And so in general, I think that's really all I got to say, man. It's just, you know, we're a little too emotional. We have to respect, you have to respect Russia. You have to respect Russia especially when you're in it. And not just for yourself, for the other people who look like you. Because when you fuck up, it's not just you fucking up. It's you fucking up for everybody who's black in that country. You fuck it up for everybody. So whenever you yell at some white girl, make her scared, she goes home and tell her mom, some black guys yelled at me, you're fucking it up for everybody. Whenever you beat up a DJ because you didn't like his music, not saying they were serious, but they were talking about it and they're like looking at each other, I'm like, don't fucking do that. Like, don't even approach them and complain. What do? Your person doesn't win. Hey, you shake hands, you smile, you had a good day. There was no money on the line. I can understand there was money on the line. There was no money on the line. It's just pride. Just keep in mind that we enjoyed ourselves, kind of, because it was all late and DJ messing up and everybody was messing up. Because fucking, they didn't even have the right numbers on the contestants. We were confused, yo. It was just so black. I remember turning around and there was this fine, I don't know who she was, I'm not gonna say anything, but there was this fine blonde girl. I mean, fine. Yo, Jesus. I mean, this girl was so good looking. I don't know who the fuck that was. She's so good looking, like, she's not normal. I didn't talk to her, I didn't bother her, I was there to be with my people that day, but I'm just saying, she was fine and it wasn't normal. I mean that shit. She was good looking on a level where it's just, you're not supposed to look that good. Something's wrong with her. But anyway, she got some sexy disease. But there's this fine ass white girl sitting kind of behind me. And I remember as I turned around to look at her reaction when they made the people leave again, then come back, and she was just like, oh my God. You know, probably thinking, oh, black people. Yes, there's a lot of fuck ups in this competition. There are a lot of fuck ups, a lot of mistakes. But damn, she was fine. And anyway, that's basically it, people. I'm just saying, Tambov, my black people, I love you all. Holla at me. Oh, and another thing, I'll get to this in another video, but I'm just going to mention it now. It's so fucking stupid. Believe it or not, there's some blacks who have beef with each other here because of what country they're from in Africa. I cannot believe it. My homie's telling about the French-speaking Africans don't talk to the English-speaking Africans and all this stuff. We don't mess with them and blah, blah, blah. We get into fights. I'm like, y'all fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. If you don't have to like anybody, you just have to respect them. If you're black in Russia and you're honestly fighting other blacks because of where they're from in Africa, really? Really? See, you guys get too fucking comfortable, and that's a problem. You get too comfortable. You stay amongst your own people. I'm not like that. You can find me outside with a bunch of white people in the middle of Russia, feeling Russia. That's what I do. I don't just stay around a bunch of black people. I risk my shit. And that's how I understand how it is for black people who want to just be normal in Russia, who want to behave like a Russian person. And until you feel that, until you live that life, you'll probably still be doing stupid shit like fighting other people from Africa because of where they're from. Leave your comfort zone. Look at what it is like in Russia for people who look like me and you, and then you'll stop doing that stupid shit. It's unbelievably stupid. It's unbelievably stupid to not like other African people because of where they're from in Russia. You're in Russia. And I'm out, people. Later.